Hello, it's Adrienne Fayok here with yet another reflection. I hope you're not getting bored of these just yet, as I have another one coming down the pipe. The title of this reflection is New Driver, Be Patient. I was riding my bike at Mount Diablo recently, as I love to do, and passed a parked car with a bright yellow bumper sticker that read, New Driver, Be Patient. My first inclination was to peer through the window to see if there was indeed a young new driver in the driver's seat to verify what I thought the sticker was implying. Then I began to think, what was the purpose of this bumper sticker? The obvious intent was to protect the young driver from other drivers who might become frustrated by his decisions on the road due to his lack of experience behind the wheel. New driver was an announcement of the vulnerable state the driver was in. He was young and inexperienced, and the sticker was proclaiming this. By knowing he was a new driver, other drivers may meet him with more compassion and give him room to make the mistakes such a driver would inherently make. The latter portion of the bumper sticker, Be Patient, was a plea for such compassion. In essence, it was saying, please be patient with me because I am learning and have not yet perfected my driving skills. Please do not get upset with me. Please understand where I'm coming from. I then began to think about how truly ingenious this concept was. What if we were all able to be vulnerable and authentic enough to let other people know of our weaknesses rather than trying to hide them or overcompensate for them? Wouldn't this be refreshing? What if people were able to have not only the awareness, but the ability to share their vulnerabilities with others and then request a more compassionate response? An example of this might be, I have a really difficult time understanding and expressing my emotions. Would you mind being patient with me? Wouldn't this help to evoke a more compassionate response rather than the frustrated or angry response that might result from that same person just letting their big, unidentified emotions burst out? What if our teenagers decided to rebel against their parents' desires for them, and instead of isolating themselves and withdrawing, could have the space to say, Mom or Dad, your expectations of who I am or who I become feel overwhelming, and I need some room. Please give me some space to pave my own trail, and please be patient with me. What if people who grew up in emotionally abusive households, who find themselves lashing out with anger often, are able to stop and say, I have never learned how to channel my hurt. Please be patient with me. Attaining the awareness of one's weakness or vulnerability is step one. Being able to articulate this weakness or vulnerability is step two, and being able to ask for compassion and understanding or forgiveness is the final step in this process. May we create more space for one another by accepting each other's perceived weaknesses and by allowing them to be. May we begin this process by becoming more in touch with our own weaknesses and by managing the fear that prevents us from admitting our faults, even to ourselves at times. May we receive the perceived weaknesses of others with compassion and understanding, and may this cycle continue again and again. Thank you so much for listening today. Take care and be well.